how it works. The service that I used to use, Restream, I've used for about, I've had it for a year or two, maybe more, but I've only really used it twice a week since January. And it kept falling over on LinkedIn. It fell over twice on Facebook, and then it would not connect at all to Twitter. So I've been testing other services. We're going to see how that all works. Are we in? Are we on? Hi. Hey, Facebook. Yep, we're in. Hi, Twitter. Looks like we're in on Twitter. YouTube, and just waiting for my private group to kick in. Hello, if you haven't met me before. Hi, my name's Laurel Papworth. I'm absolutely freezing today. It's been around 1 or 2 degrees, so I'm waiting for the snow to come in. I don't think it's going to. It's going to climb. The temperature's climbing again. I'm sort of hoping there'd be some overnight, but there wasn't. So I've cheered myself up by putting a photo up. Okay, the group's not coming in. It's possible because I just added it that it won't kick in for this session. So I don't mind. At least I can see if you guys are on. Oh, cool. It's telling me how many viewers there are. So the service I've switched to is called switchboard.live. And it does look as though there is a Twitter. It's live on Twitter. Restream told me it was either my fault and I hadn't set it up correctly, or that Twitter was blocking me from streaming live. So I just switched to another service that would stream live to Twitter. Let me just check on Twitter. I'm sorry you guys have to go through this, but this is what Monday mornings are about. They're about me coming into a freezing office, forgetting to put the heater on so that I'm having to rug up. I can't have the heater on when I'm live streaming because you guys will just hear the heater and nothing else. Let me go to my profile. And there we are. Yes. Woohoo. There's even people watching on Twitter. So take that. Okay. The community group is not going to work, but I'm okay with that. David Black, thank you on Twitter. And I appreciate your support. You're always so nice to me. I don't deserve it. I just want you to know that. So what we do on Mondays is I test my setup on you. And the main thing I'm testing this week is a little bit to do with the mic and audio monitoring. I've actually got an audio mixer up. And the other one is the new streaming service. So thank you, my little guinea pigs. Maybe we should call ourselves the Guinea Pig Club. The second thing I do is I quickly go through the social media news. I'm catching up on all the news from last week. So from last Monday, which was the 11th, until today. So let's go to that one. I'll just switch to that one and then we'll go here. Can you see my screen okay? Just let me know. It's odd. It says Twitter has nobody watching. I think the APIs are delayed. You know, I was really thinking about it on the weekend and just how much of a lack of commitment the platforms have to live. They degrade it in the news feed. YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, I don't care which one it is. Not if it's breaking news from a media entity, somebody with what's called authority ranking. That's a data set in the algorithm that says this person is an authority on, I don't know, earthquakes or something. Then that will actually be, it doesn't matter if it's live or not. So the CNNs of the world and the ABC TVs of the world, ABC Australia. For the rest of us, it's a struggle. It doesn't matter. They'll learn. We've covered this once before about how algorithms catch up with what human beings actually do. So DeepScribe raises $5.2 million to transcribe medical notes. with AI. And I'm just going to go to here and have a look at that. I haven't got the comments thing sorted out yet. I have figured out a way of pulling everything together into an Omnibox. I just have to set it up. It literally was on the weekend that I started panicking that Restream was letting me down and had to move across to either OneStream or Switchboard. So I'm working with Switchboard at the moment. DeepScribe. So if you think of deep face and deep text and DeepMind, they're all big data, AI style, algorithm driven things. So an AI driven platform for medical record taking. It's raised 5.2 million, which is not a lot, in a seed round by B Partners. Physicians spend an average 16 minutes updating electronic health records. I don't allow mine. Like in Australia, we pretty well voted against the My Health system anyway. My doctor does take notes. Okay, so the reason why I find this interesting and why I included it in social media, anything like AI-driven semantic engines, is because the Facebook algorithm and the Twitter algorithm and the LinkedIn algorithm are all have semantic components and are using artificial intelligence. They're using behavioral predictive analysis and things like that. This is interesting because the Department of Health in the UK sold the NHS records to health insurance companies. Not once, but twice. And so anytime this sort of stuff is collected, curated, and put in the cloud, I want to know what the algorithm is actually building. So, for instance, banks use the social graph on Facebook to determine whether you will get a credit card loan or a mortgage. And I want to know how that's working. Never think that the data being collected is just for advertising. It's making big decisions. What schools your kids go to, what unis they go to. Hey, Google. Yes, I know about that. And what your health is, how much health insurance you're going to pay, all that kind of a rubbish. So let me just check and make sure that my LinkedIn is working. It's me, Laurel Papworth. Yay! I can't tell you how many times LinkedIn fell over. There's only 4 people on at the moment, but I'm okay with that. Oh, there's quite a few people have built up on Facebook. I'm going to stop streaming to the group because I can see it's still not working. I don't know if it means I can go live on here now again. We'll give it a go. Right, what else are we doing? Twitter we know is live. Facebook we know is live. Excellent. I haven't checked YouTube. I'm not that fussed. I also record these recordings and then I download them. I mean, I already have them downloaded. I upload them if any of the sites don't take it. Except LinkedIn, I have to link on that one. So this is the face. Let's have a look and see what Facebook AU is doing. I also want to look at Twitter. Oh, it's all sports. Did you know that Facebook and Twitter Australia hire more sports people than... Every time I look at the jobs, it's for an account manager in the sports section. Sometimes news, media, but not often. What else do I want to look at? I want to look at this one. What news have you heard of during the last week? I'd like to know. Reddit's first in-house creative strategy agency for advertisers. Okay, that's like, what, account managers? Oh, I see. No, they're doing the creative. That's interesting. National Day of Awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women. Python coding for developers. Snapchat twins. 3 tips for using live video to build community within hybrid teams. A town hall hosted by your leadership team can connect to employees around the world. So that's for internal comms. What was that Facebook platform for internal workplace? Is it still going? Are you still using it? I worked with a few councils really early on, setting them up on workplace. I don't know if you had to have a .gov.au email address to join, I remember. Speaker series. Amplify. New tools and events for Asian and Pacific Islander businesses. Let's have a look at this one. See what I mean? What are we doing? We're just faffing. We're just faffing around, having a look at a few things. So this is for Asian and Pacific Islander businesses. API, another word. Asian Pacific Islanders or Application Programming Interface. You choose. We love our acronyms, don't we? Oh, that's good. I set up a program called Bush Social and gave some lectures into bushfire affected areas. And I really want to keep that going, but I need to find people to work with me on that one. It's too big a project for me to do on my own, not with the 50 million other things I'm doing. Discover and support Asian-owned businesses. What's this? A female-owned beauty business rooted in traditional Chinese medicine. Interesting. Facebook definitely has a YMYL. I know that's the Google term. I can't remember what the Facebook term is, but YMYL is your money, your life. And they look very closely at any claims to do with money and credit cards and things like that. And your life is health and welfare. So you can't make outrageous claims about herbal products, if you like, nutrition and herbal. So then my issue is, how does traditional Chinese medicine fit within YMYL? I thought somebody was going to come in then. I need to investigate that some more as well. There's a lot of businesses in the world that skate very close on the YMYL thing. Like, I can see why they want to block credit cards to lower socioeconomic suburbs and things like that have a very high interest rate because of high risk, and then just say, oh, we'll give you a credit card for $2,000, knowing that that person may not be able to afford to pay it back. I get that. We have to stop that. But then you see things that are around, for instance, yoga being blocked. So we've had a few yoga ads, and they didn't make outrageous claims. You know, you feel a bit healthier and fitter if you do yoga. And they got blocked. So I'm wondering if it's a cultural thing, and if Facebook's actually identified that they need to build out the psychographic, understand that perhaps this certain psychographic is very attracted to New Age therapies, Byron Bay, or traditional Chinese herbal therapies, Chinese community, and then give an exemption to the YMYL? I don't know. I feel like I'm waffling on. I don't want to do that. So I know, I always do. Let's have a look and see what else we've got here. What's Instagram up to? Interesting. See how they dance around. This is a social awareness content that's for a particular channel, and the semantics around this are around social good. So a National Day of Awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, important. And then the next one is a techie developer. I'm interested in both, but I would say I would be unusual for that. It's just because I'm interested in everything. And the attention span of a gnat. I'm building a fluid user interface on the Instagram blog. So what I probably have to do with Instagram is go in and pull in the category feeds separately so that I've got a social good feed and a tech feed. So I'm not always mixing them all up. Let's see what LinkedIn's been up to. Okay. I would have put the selling point in the extract a little higher because we still don't know who Carol Robin is. Stickers. LinkedIn story on stickers. LinkedIn reverse mentoring in Dutch. See, this is another one, and I'm pretty sure that I went into the LinkedIn blog and I went into the LinkedIn YouTube channel and tried to find the RSS feeds just for the playlist that are in English. I do speak Dutch. Mostly swear words. That's all I remember. But I lived in Amsterdam for 2 years and I studied Dutch in high school as well. It doesn't mean I remember anything. And then they do social media dumping. Look at this. 12 days ago, 12 days ago, 12 days ago. Yeah. 12 days ago, 12 days ago, 12 days ago, 12 days ago, 12 days ago. They're nothing. Why not schedule these to go up a couple of days apart, and that way you could take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 videos and actually have some content rolling through so that people don't have to think I have to choose one video. Instead of that, they can choose to see them every couple of days. Some of them are in English, so we could have a look at those, I suppose. All right, so LinkedIn, not seeing anything too exciting there. What's Twitter up to? Fan tweets with Rose, life hang, Okay, entertainment. I want to see what else there is. I'm using Feedly, by the way, and there is a free version of Feedly. So I recommend if you go to feedly.com, start with the free version. Start pulling in and creating your own newspaper so that you can see in real time, close to real time, what's going on. Huh? Oh, Twitter hasn't put a video up since December. I think that might have been when they had Periscope. Did they buy Periscope? Now, of course, they've folded it. Twitter University probably doesn't work anymore. Let's go. Oh, it's a channel. YouTube creator blog. And they're not doing anything there. Or are they? Oh, May the 8th. 3 steps to keep your YouTube account secure. Oh, maybe I was just looking at top news. 26. No, I'm not. What else do we have here? I'm not seeing anything too much fun. Where's my media one? I need to clean this feed up. Bitcoin tumbles after Musk hints Tesla may have dumped its holdings. That's because he tweets. That's why it's in social media. How is this stuff social media? in the old days, you used to be able to go to the media section or the marketing section and just pull in the social media. Now everything is social media. So there's not much going on there. Let me just try Forbes and then The Guardian. Dogecoin. YouTube will spend $100 million to lure away influencers from TikTok. That's just going to make TikTok all the more. People don't get lured away. Not unless they figure out what the actual attraction is. What's going on with Goodreads? I like Goodreads. I'm guessing they're selling our data. Stop that. And my Stream Deck just reset. I have no idea why. Did they sell to Amazon or something? A toxic relationship that distracts from the magic of getting lost in a book. Oh, okay. It is owned by Amazon. I didn't know that. Ooh. Amazon data mining, so clever, so interesting. It's well worth looking into what they do with our data. So, okay, she's just having a whinge about what ending's being revealed. One woman's quest to swap a hairpin for a house. Haven't we already done this? Wasn't there a guy who had a safety pin and he put it up on eBay and then the price kept going up and then he was able to get $1 million in the end? GSCE and A-level papers being sold on social media for £1. I know where to get them for free. The new food stars of TikTok. I'm not seeing anything major in here, which reminds me I need to put the TikTok blog in my feed and a couple of other things. So what are we at? We're 11:23. So we've been on about, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. Does this system show me how long I've been online for? No, it doesn't. That's a shame. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, I'm going to have to go in. I'll sort it out later. I think. Yeah. Okay. Right. What was it I wanted to do? Oh, yes, jobs. So let's go to jobs. I think it's this one. I started training the LinkedIn algorithm that I was interested in jobs so that I could do a job of the week. Social media specialist beauty. Didn't I already cover this one? I think I did this one last Monday. What Disney? Digital media and marketing supervisor. Can I dress up in a princess outfit every day at work? Well, it's in London. I suppose you can hop across on the tunnel and go to Paris Disneyland. I've done that. It's fun. The digital media marketing supervisor will work across Disney live action, animation, Pixar and Searchlight, supporting theatrical, HE, home entertainment, and DTC, digital to cable. Okay, note to self, before you apply for any of these jobs, go find out what all their acronyms are all about. I want to see if there's any social media in here. If there's not, naughty LinkedIn. Follow trends and social media advancements. Hey, just subscribe to this and you'll get all the advancements you want. Proven knowledge and experience in activation and reporting against paid and biddable channels and management platforms, including Omniture. That's interesting. Google Analytics, web trends, social media, search engine marketing, pay-per-click. What else is there? It's not really. It's in London. Do you want to go to London? Go take that job. Careers at council. Thank God they put the salary up. It just drives me super bonkers. More bonkers. Bonkerser. When there's no salary. It's like, we're going to take up your time and energy and you have to apply and everything, and then it's going to be way less than what you're already being paid. Option to work under a 19-day month arrangement. Ooh, that'll be cool. The rest of the time you can spend creating content on the things that you really want to create content on and extending your skills, so when you go back, your content's better. You'll be able to spot social media trends and create content in response. I wonder if they mean trends or if they mean memes. Trends for me are the long term. Will TikTok still be here in 3 years? A meme is that something in that council area is going off and there needs to be not necessarily crisis comms, but some sort of response. The gatekeeper of the city's social media guidelines. Do I get a uniform? What are they looking for? Pay wage unavailable, but it's up there. That's odd. So this is what they're looking for. This is their job description. Have you ever noticed how even with highly visual jobs, there's no visuals? Like, this is for the text story type, which is me. I'm a text story type. I like to read and scan text. Very rarely do I see video and pictures, even though sometimes they ask for videos in response. I don't know why that is. Associate Director of Social Media, Digital Integrated PR Consultancy, DMCG in Hong Kong. Applicants, You know what I'm doing? I like to catch up on what's happening in the industry. If you ever want to know what a future trend is, a lagging trend, see what the job descriptions are. So like a few years ago, it was just, can you do Facebook ads? And now we're getting into content creation, content calendars, and a more strategic view. So they're using strategic words like analytics, trends with analytics, reporting functionality, guidelines, and just that little bit deeper than, do you know how to slap up a scheduled post occasionally, and can you maybe do some basic Facebook ads and boosting? Always watch the jobs to see what's happening, what's going on. CBI, Confederation of British Industry, Social Media and Digital Executive. World Table Tennis Social Media Head in Singapore, and the job is remote. I once saw a job on here for the ship that goes down to the Antarctica. How awesome would that be? Okay, so I actually quite like doing these jobs of the week. This is the second one I think that I've done. So I'm going to find a structure so we can zip through these faster. I need to figure out in my own head what the key points are that I want to hit on each job. I think salary commensurate with experience is one. What else do we need to know? We need to be able to look at a job and determine straight away the level that it's working at. if it says you'll be working with a social media manager to put up posts, it means that you are the customer service rep, front desk, putting up the posts, responding to comments and passing the rest of the stuff back to the strategists. Otherwise, we're looking at strategists. I do have a video on all the things to do to prepare for a job as a social media manager, if you're interested. I think it's on YouTube. It probably was on LinkedIn, but LinkedIn doesn't have playlists. And I'm not 100% sure that I put it on a playlist on album, whatever it's called, on Facebook. So there we go. All right. I wanted to cover events, but we've run out of time. And I haven't set up my social media monitoring dashboard. I'm sorry. To cover events. So I'll start to pull in feeds of that this week, and then I'll have some social media conferences, events, webinars, courses, whatever for you next Monday. If you found this interesting, please let me know. Sorry, community crew, that you weren't able to come in. And if you've got any ideas or suggestions, also please let me know. And I'll just put this one up. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. So I'm opening up my Blue Mountains workshop again. So if you and a friend, you and two friends want to come up to the Blue Mountains and spend a day or 2 days with me doing intensive social media, do let me know. We've just opened up again today. I mean, you could come up anywhere and wear masks, but at least we're at that point. Don't know. What else is going on? What do you think? Was the quality reasonable today? I like this new service. It seems easier to use than Restream, particularly because of themes. Templates. So I've got a template now for my news on Mondays. I've got a template for my Thursday live lectures. I've got a template for webinars that I give, and I just have to quickly edit a few things, and it's easier to edit. It's not 2 little lines in the description. And so, yeah, I like switchboard.live. Okay, I can't think of anything else to say to you. Thursday, I'm going through algorithms. We're going to do 4, 5 or 6 videos each Thursday, 4, 5, 6 weeks, understanding fully algorithms. Not, oh, my best friend's brother had this experience. That's anecdotal. I actually want to bring in the data research, patents, and technology papers of the people who are, and they're publishing them from Facebook data research or LinkedIn data research or whatever. So we'll go through the different elements of algorithms so that you understand how ads work on the algorithms that drive ads. Like there's an algorithm behind ads, newsfeed algorithms, search algorithms, the whole thing. Social, though. Not covering SEO, but I will cover SMO, social media optimization. Does that sound interesting? That's on Thursdays, 1 p.m. Sydney time. So I have to love you and leave you, and I'll see you Thursday. Thanks for your time today. See you. Bye.